In June 1967, at a side booth of the Monterey Pop Music Festival, two sales reps unveiled a new instrument with a peculiar sound. The Moog synthesizer captured the imagination of the audience and would forever change the course of music. In the decades since, new inventions, from MIDI to AUTOTUNE, have drastically changed how music is created and how it sounds, for better or worse. At Bandsplaining, we like to cover music history, but what if I were to slip my way into one of these conventions? Try out some of these wild technologies firsthand, and maybe, just maybe, get a glimpse of what music will sound like in the future.
I think that's going to completely reshape music in the 22nd century.
Let's find out.
Hey, how's it going, Bill?
I've been playing grid instruments for a number of years, but none of them have key travel like this one does. You can go from nothing to sound.
A grid instrument is a good place to start, because, let's face it, it looks like it belongs on the Starship Enterprise. While devices like these have been out for several years now, the Dogpaw is taking things even further, with touch-sensitive keypads and a built-in synth, among other features. But will it stand up to Bandsplaining scrutiny?
You know, the piano keyboard has been around for, 700 years, 800 years. Why do you think this is better than just the linear piano keyboard?
If you're learning a C major scale on a keyboard, it's the white keys, right?
Yes.
But then if you wanted to play it in D flat, a half step above, you now have to completely relearn a new layout or it's not a different
new sequence.
Right,
Yeah.
a new fingering. But on this, if you learn the C major scale, you just learn one.
As they explained, another key benefit is actually familiarity. If you're a guitar player, well, set the row interval to fourths, and suddenly it feels just like a guitar. If you're a violin player, make it fifths, and voila.
And then it has an aftertouch where you can dig in a little bit into the bottom.
Oh, wow, you can get vibrato.
You can map the vertical pressure, you can map the horizontal pressure.
Wow.
So will the grid replace the piano? Will the children of the 22nd century whine about skipping dogpaw lessons? Maybe. But let's kick things down a notch.
You described it as a musical stress ball.
So it's a spherical sensory device. My whole goal with it is to make the simplest instrument possible.
Not all innovations need to come in big fancy boxes.
This just gives you a realistic telephone. You're recording your microphone through the phone. Hey, it's Bandsplaining. Just trying to see what you're doing later. If you want to get together, maybe hang out. I don't know.
Because some come in triangles.
So this is the Demon Box. It's a set of inductors that controls an electromagnetic frequency and can produce audio, CV, and MIDI from that. So right now we have it synced up with a synthesizer and a few pedals, and anything that creates a magnetic or electromagnetic signal can be controlled by the Demon Box. You can play something off your phone and hold it up to there.
Are there any musicians using this live currently?
Not that I know of during shows, but I know we have Blixa has one for sure. A lot of industrial musicians and composers, people doing sound design are really interested in it right now.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. What's going on with this one right here?
So this actually controls the CRTs right there.
Oh, is that right? Look at that. I'm totally influencing the screen.
But as much as I wanted CRT screens and industrial music to be in my future, I knew this wasn't going to be it for the mainstream. Maybe I should try a new approach, I thought to myself. Maybe it's not about how we make music, but rather how we receive it.
I'm like walking up to different instruments right now. That's the cello. You're not hearing anything out there? Oh my God. I just stuck my head inside of a viola accidentally.
Okeanos Pro simulates what it's like to hear music in a room. Turning your head and moving around a 3D environment eerily simulates the experience of a band playing around you.
And so in order to set this system up like at your home, you would need to model your...
for your home.
Yeah.
This generation will be for the homes, but for that we need to do some more development, change to a different tracking. You need fast and accurate 6 degrees of freedom tracking. We want to build headphones which have the tracking built in.
Do you think it will be combined with like VR visuals so you can like experience a concert walking around?
You could do that, and the advantage is these VR HMDs already have tracking built in, but that's not the first market.
Yeah,
That's an even smaller market than just having audio home.
I'm just thinking 50 years down the line, you know,
Yeah.
like, well, when you see a film, you're watching Saving Private Ryan and you can actually step into the scene and you walk over here, you hear the ocean waves, you walk over here.
Yeah, no, you definitely can do that, but again, it's a couple of years away.
Leading the project is Karlheinz Brandenburg, someone who already revolutionized music decades ago by leading the development of the MP3. We even wrote about him in a video. In 1995, the MP3 formally came into existence. A fun fact, the engineer who developed it listened to the song Tom's Diner by Suzanne Vega over and over again, as hearing the subtle changes in her voice helped him fine-tune the algorithm.
We looked for different types of music. I went to a local CD store and said, okay, here's a lot of money. I want 20 or 50 CDs of different types of music. We don't know what will be simple, what will be difficult, so we want to try everything.
And what was the most frustrating sample to listen
At
to?
that time, it was Susan Vega's voice. Later on, for the multi-channel, it was a pitch pipe.
It was a what, a pitch?
Pitch pipe.
Oh, I can't whistle right now.
Really sounded horrible.
I also read the castanets were really difficult.
Yeah, they were one. In fact, even today, MP3, the way it's done, it has some political compromise, which means that whatever bitrate you use, the castanets are never as good as they should be.
That's so interesting.
Only with AAC we could then...
Oh, really?
AAC is better
AAC is better for castanets or just overall?
overall.
But it's awesome to see that you're still innovating in the music world. You're ready for another revolution.
Oh, that's what life is about. Don't stop. Go on.
Yeah.
I felt so inspired by Mr. Brandenburg and the Okeanos project. I decided to visit another booth promising to revolutionize music consumption by, quote, combining high-fidelity audio with intimate tactile sensations that radiate from inside your body. Whoa.
Howdy. How's it going? I've been excited to see the groove thing.
Yeah?
I've heard this is it's a totally different musical consumption experience.
It is.
Right?
It's brand new, yeah.
How can I try this out?
So we have demos right here that are just in hand, but if you want to try it, actually, you're going to have to buy the product. It comes with all 3 different attachments that you see here. So whatever your pleasure is, whatever you like, even if you don't want to insert it, you can have an external massager.
At this point, it dawns on me. This isn't just a peculiar-shaped joystick handle. This is indeed an internal music player. Well, I was looking for something radical. Why stop now?
But if you want to give it a try right here.
Yes,
you can
absolutely.
do it.
Yes, but by hand. Yes. Okay. There's a heavy driving kick drum for sure. Is it only songs that are like programmed with this, or can it be any song? It just analyzes the waveform?
Yeah, anything you can Bluetooth, anything you can stream, you can put it on there. So I have all my favorites on, my streaming apps. And then another thing you can do is it has an aux cord. So if you want to play an instrument, you can hook up an aux cord.
You can play your own like guitar and then really feel the guitar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you haven't heard like any particular genres that are more popular than others or anything like that?
Yeah, so it's really surprising because you would think like the heaviest, hardest hitting like metal or, EDM is going to be it. Actually, what we found is pop has the most amazing.
You said pop?
Pop music, yeah.
Okay.
So
I could imagine like some hyper pop, like Sophie. Sophie would hit pretty hard, I think.
Yeah, Sophie, if you're a Swiftie fan, you're gonna love this. It is amazing.
This is maybe a slightly like taboo question, but I'm just curious: have any musicians revealed that they use this on stage?
Ooh.
No one's used it on stage yet, but several musicians were in our beta tester pool and DJs, and nearly all of them want to make music with it.
You just mean that they haven't admitted that they've used it on stage?
Nobody owns one yet. We have.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
March. This is a brand new product.
It's only been beta tested. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, it's gonna be very quickly.
Yeah,
it's
as intense as this felt. It feels 10x that inside of you.
Sorry you had to see this, Mom. To get things back to wholesome territory, I thought I'd check out some acoustic instruments. After all, the guitar was around for centuries before we slapped pickups on it and put it through a tube screamer. Maybe the future of music is secretly waiting in a more traditional instrument.
So, we're just here covering NAMM, just the whole range of instruments. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two about the harmonica? I see we have the original blues harmonica since 1847. Is that when like the harmonica in its most famous form was developed? Or is it even older?
Well, the harmonica as such was developed in this style about 200 years ago already. And some people say that a harmonica, meaning the reed instrument style, is over 2,000 years old. But what that means is that we are the oldest harmonica manufacturer in the world.
What about like new developments? Like, are you still innovating? Are you still trying out new things, or is it like, hey, we perfected it 200 years ago?
Well, we are the only manufacturer who makes those reeds that make a sound in a harmonica out of stainless steel. There's no other company who can do that in the world, and that is very unique because nobody else does it. And that's something different.
Are you able to show us an example of how that sounds with a stainless steel reed?
Well, the sound is not significantly different from the brass reeds. Because for the listener, it doesn't make such a big difference. However, most people say, wow, it's louder.
Not exactly the revolution we were looking for, but we'll take it.
Is it alright if I capture some of this audio?
Yeah. Well, what tune do you want?
I don't know. I don't even know where to begin.
It's electric accordion, so you know.
Oh, you're here with Korg?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's okay if I bug you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, yes.
Is this the cutting edge technology of accordions right now?
No, it is, of course. I mean, Roland came out with the first kind of fully self-contained electric accordion 20 years ago. And in the accordion world, we thought, that'll be the last time that'll happen. And then Korg last year came out with this. It's like, wow, someone else is jumping into the accordion world. So yeah, now we have this. Anything's possible. It's all touch sensitive. It's all pull sensitive. So a lot of people always say, oh, well, how do you get the tracks? Like, no. You could put tracks in here, but then you wouldn't be playing. So everything, percussion and everything, it's all touch sensitive, all pull sensitive.
There we go, some Thunderstruck.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that. And the drums you're hearing, again, that's all when I'm touching. So it's all, you're controlling everything on there. And it still acts like a real accordion.
Very nice. And let me ask you, you work for Korg, or are you just here to demo the product?
Partially. I mean, I'm their accordion guy.
Okay, right on.
But I'm more known in my own career.
What's your name? Oh, you are...
Well, hold on. Okay.
Seabez. Okay, cheers. Okay.
We're known as Seabez, yeah.
Now I feel like we're among royalty. We're among accordion royalty, and here I am just walking up. question I was going to ask is, I see a lot of accordions in norteño music.
Yes. Right.
And I wonder if that's a big driver of this new instrument for Korg.
Well, that's a more complicated issue. So Mexicans and Irish play what we call the diatonic accordion, which is totally different than this. It looks more like that one.
Oh, okay.
So I've been telling Cory, you got to make a diatonic, because that's what they will play. And a lot of people coming by that play norteño music say, they have a diatonic. I'm like, no, they got to work, they got to do that.
Yeah, all right, I concur. Korg, make the
Roland made it 1 year. It was a hot seller, and then Roland's like, meh. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Bogus. CPEZ.
Yeah.
Play us out.
What do you want? I mean,
I want something like, again, cutting edge for accordion. You were doing it before. You were playing like some Mellotron type sounds, synthesizer with how about a drum machine on this side?
Drum machine on this side. Oh God. I mean, what can we do? Well, that's the orchestra side. Well, yeah, we got guitars. I don't know. Depends. Organs. The organ's great. I mean, the organ sounds on here is amazing.
Oh wow, Mario Kart.
Welcome to Mario Kart.
Oh, there we go.
Well, there's another patch for that, but yeah, I don't think Mario Kart. We play the organ. That's funny.
With spirits up, we started to get a little off track from our mission. I felt like a kid in a candy shop. Or rather, a fake gear reviewer with a camera getting courted by boutique pedal makers. Yes, of course, I'd love to try out your pedals. The day could have easily finished in a fever dream of free stickers, picks, and tote bags. But there was one more important stop: to explore a technology that's been instilling a lot of existential dread.
All right, guys, so while we're in the software area, we told ourselves we have to see what the Google booth is doing. The masters of AI. Are they ruining music? Are they helping music? Are they just doing something, mediocre? Let's take a look. It's a pretty small booth. Howdy, how's it going? Is this something we could sit down and check out here?
Yes, probably over here. So this is a VST plugin that runs, kind of generates a continuous stream of music that you can control in real time via mixing prompts and other controls.
There wasn't time for us to demo this thing at the booth, so I later installed the free plugin at home. You can generate sound based on any keyword, so I entered a few video topics we've done, as well as the word bandsplaining, just to see what it comes up with. It seems to think we're a glitchy marching band. Zamrock seemed to be just generic rock music, but Soviet post-punk and Egyptian Algiel at least had some local flair. Now, all of them together.
Like the first big wall of Moog synthesizers came out. We didn't really know exactly what these tools would be used for. We didn't really know how to tame them into making sounds that were inherently musical, right?
Yeah.
So I think similarly, that's a different form of synthesis using a different technology. This is in many ways a different form of synthesis that exists on silicon. Exploring latent space is a way to add or subtract different types of sounds. Right? Musicians don't really know how to finish into making music yet. And in the next 5 years, 10 years, people will figure that out.
Cheers, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, guys, I turn it over to you. Do you think the future of music is 3D virtual concerts? Or is it something we'll feel more internally? Will we be attending our kids' grid instrument recitals? Or will they be playing harmonicas with reeds, if we could even be so bold, made of titanium? If there's one thing I know for sure, it's that I spent a shitload of money to be here. So, for the love of God, go to Patreon, watch the 60-minute version. Just do it. Do it.